Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So, today we are going to discuss the next question of our agriculture optional answer writing practice series. And today's question is discuss the involvement of public and private sectors in production and marketing of seeds. And this question was asked in last year's agriculture optional paper of UPSC civil service examinations, that is in 2024. Okay, so let's see how we can approach this answer. So first of all, in introduction, you can briefly mention about public sectors and private sectors. So we all know that public sectors is government owned and it will comprise various seed corporations, government seed corporations, agricultural colleges, or you can say agricultural universities, various legislative bodies, seed legislations are there. For example, agriculture minister is there, various bodies, various offices are under it which have role in seed production and marketing. So these will all come in public sector. And in private sector, there are various private companies which are producing seed. There are various, either it be private companies, there are various private certification agency, there are various private extension agencies. So all these things are certification agencies, extension agencies. There are various trade agencies which are into export and import of seeds. So all these are private sectors. Okay, private sector also had role in all these things. So this is a brief idea about public and private sector. So we will see how they have involvement in production and marketing of seeds. So first of all, we will discuss the public sector involvement. Public sector involvement. So public sector is highly involved in research and development, R&D. So we see that there are various agricultural research centers, including agricultural research centers, including state agricultural universities. There are various central universities. There are various KVKs and other things where research and development on certain kinds of seeds are going on. So, uh, this is the first role of public sector in research and development. Second, there is huge role of public sector in regulation and quality control. Regulation of and quality control. They enforce various rules related to seed production and seed distribution and seed marketing in the market in the country. Okay, they have various regulations and rules with regard to production, with regard to sale, with regard to other things also, with regard to purity and germination. Various government agencies go to various places where seeds are germinated and do the purity and germination checks so that those seeds are good for supply in the market, good for uh, a farmers production, and all these things are done to maintain the quality, to ensure that quality of the seeds are maintained, either it is produced in government owned institutes, government owned places, or private owned places. So regulation and quality control is a very exclusive function of government sector, or you can say private sector. They also provide subsidies and support to farmers and other agencies which are involved in seed production and marketing or any kind of seed thing in seed sector. So they have huge role on subsidies and support. Okay, they provide subsidies on production, on distribution, especially to small farmers, small and marginal farmers, so that they could get seeds in affordable prices and the good quality seeds are accessible to them. So subsidies and support is another major important role of public sector. They provide extension services, extension services. Sorry, we all know about KVKs, which provide extension services to farmers. They educate the farmers on seed production, how to use certain varieties, what kind of farming techniques are necessary to be used. They focus on pest management. So we all know what extension is, and various extension services are provided through government sector or public sector. There are various public seed banks and collections, public seed banks and collection which maintain various seeds to ensure genetic diversity. These seed banks maintain different varieties of seeds, or in short, you can say that their major aim is to maintain traditional varieties so that the genetic diversity is maintained. Genetic diversity is maintained by preserving traditional varieties, indigenous varieties. So these are some of the common roles of public sector in seed distribution and seed production and marketing. So I think 5-6 points will be enough, and I hope you understand all these points. Now we will see the involvement of private sector. How is private sector involved in seed production and marketing? First of all, in seed production, you will see that they invest on high quality seeds. Okay, they focus on high yielding varieties. Various private companies you will be seen focusing in high yielding varieties. They focus highly on commercial crop seeds of commercial crops. So they have a huge role in producing these seeds, which are often more commercial, more high yielding. For marketing and its distribution, you will see that marketing and distribution, you will see that private players or private sectors focus largely on packaging, branding. They also provide advisory services. You have heard about corporate farmings. So what happens in those corporate farmings, that these advisory services are provided, seeds are provided, and the farmers have to grow them. Okay, they serve both in international and domestic markets. So you will often see that they have more advanced knowledge and advanced techniques as compared to public sector, which is limited to a certain country only. These private sectors are acquired of market of both international and domestic. So they exchange the good practices of domestic market into international market, and good practices of international market into domestic market. So they have a huge role there. They have huge role in innovation. Whenever you compare public and private sector in innovation, you will find that private sector are always more innovative. They have huge investments in biotechnology. Okay, you will see that genetic modifications, genetically modified plants have grown such a large instance due to the backing of private sector. For example, you have heard about companies such as Monsanto. You have heard company about DuPont. These are all foreign companies which are highly involved in genetic modifications of seeds. Okay, so there they have great role. They have also role in research and development. It's not only public sector which does research and development. Private sector also does research and development. There are various private universities also which are giving agriculture related services, agriculture related knowledge. Research institutions are also there. Okay, so they have also a huge focus on research and development. They also focus on farmer input and education. Farmer input and education. They technically support farmers. Many times we heard about extension in public sector, extension in public sector, but the reality is that various times public sector do not provide that much of quality which a private sector extension services provides, because private sector they are more motivated, they are more innovative, whereas in public sector you will see still very old practices are going on. They are not that motivated. Many villages in backward areas you will see there is no extension services, is just on paper, but in private sector the input and education is more heavily given to farmers. So these are the some of the points where you can see that how private sector is involved. I think 5-6 points will be enough, and you can conclude your answer. But in conclusion, you should focus on collaboration. That will be a very good conclusion. Or you can say way forward. Collaboration is key. That is PPP. That is public-private partnership is key. Public funding to private expertise should be there. Public funding to private players to innovate more good things for farmers. So that could be key. Seed certification. So there could be collaboration in seed certification because private players are generally more equipped when compared to public players, public sector. So when they can collaborate in seed certification, the seed certification efficiency can be increased. They can highly collaborate on supply of improved varieties. For example, we talked about GM crops, which is highly, you see various private companies are providing these GM crops, GM seeds. So this public sector can collaborate with private sector to have more research and development in these GM crops. So that could be very good. So this is how you can conclude by writing how collaboration could be essential for Indian seed industry. So this was all about involvement of both public and public sector, private and public sector, and I hope you understand all these points nicely. So that is all for today. If you like it, please press the like button. Please do share and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on regular basis. And if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.